Our next guest has had an interesting and storied career, and we are grateful that he can be with us this weekend to share his music. Please welcome Alex Bevan.
Alex Bevan, who met Bob Walker in 1968. It was one last chance garage sale on some familiar road. I saw the sign, I pulled on in. Why? I do not know. But there upon a table where other hands played cards, I saw the old-time RCA just sitting in the yard. You know, the wood was stained with water and the numbers all showed fade. The speaker cone was torn and worn from where the music played. And the power cord was tangled, the insulation thin. A sticker said $5, so I asked to plug it in. Dreams came from that radio. Oh, the station's gone the way of tubes and old guitars. Little knobs that fit your hand could dial in some country band that broadcast through the static to the stars. You know, that set began to warm up. I heard a gentle hum, felt a catch inside my throat from where the memories come. There was a little burst and crackle. The tuner turned to find a station out of somewhere long ago across my life and time. Oh, the music filled my heart, and in that song I felt myself a child again with friends who now are gone. When the moment passed, I felt more than alive. I turned the volume to the left and I give the man the 5 with no negotiation. I did not offer 3. Sometimes it's best to pay the price for what your dreams might be. Dreams came from that radio. Oh, the station's gone the way of tubes and old guitars. Little knobs that fit your hand could dial in some country band that broadcast through the static to the stars. My dreams came from that radio. Oh, the station's gone the way of tubes and old guitars. Little knobs that fit your hand could dial in some country band that broadcast through the static to the stars. Broadcast through the static to the stars. Broadcast through the static to the stars. Thank you. It is such a pleasure to be here. It's so much fun to see the hot dog shop again. I haven't seen it since I bootlegged a trip on the Beaver River one time in a kayak. Got chased by ice floes. We got a bunch of hot dogs for the ride and a six-pack and drove back to Youngstown. It's one of the first times I saw this part of the river. He came down to the bend in the river, only the clothes upon his back. An old guitar, a Mark Twain book, a bottle of whiskey, and a tattered pack, yeah. Lordy, he came down to the bend in the river, Kentucky's side. The story's told, he got a job working them boats about the time the weather turned cold. A couple of tours in a sandfield somewhere left the dunes dark in his soul. His only reason for living and breathing was a beautiful scar from pushing coal. He says, Daddy took some Harley grease, anointed my head with an oily smear. He gave me the keys to the family car and said, my son, get out of here. You're born to run, you're born to wander, firstborn son of the seventh moon. A rambling man is what you be now. You better get going, now you better get doing. Sunrise, sunset, all the seasons, working his way up through the crew, with every reason for living and breathing, being pushing coal, passing through. He's got Huck Finn, Mark Twain, a couple of letters, keeps him down in a camel pack. He's hidden things, he stuffs them down there. One life fades, one grows back. The river rises, the river flows, the river moves in sunset gold. The river's moving and the desert's blooming, and all the time he's pushing coal. Starry nights up in the wheelhouse, keeping them barges in the flow, with every memory best forgotten between the banks of the Ohio. It was an early morning, the 1st of May, a small cafe in the cashier's aisle. She had a touch of gray, well-worn cottons, waitress's hands, and a welcoming smile. She says, rambling man, I know your name. I seen you coming here for years. I seen the way you've changed and changed. Seen the way you face your fears. Come on, rambling man. It's time to be all who you are. Let's build a raft and take our leave and weave the sails through the wind and the stars. You know, he did not move. He took the moment like a hush of air before the dawn. He loosed the straps and he dropped the pack and he took her hand and they were gone. Snap your fingers. Lord, he came down to the bend in the river, only the clothes upon his back, an old guitar, a Mark Twain book, a bottle of whiskey and a tattered pack. A bottle of whiskey, bottle of whiskey, yeah, hey, a bottle of whiskey. Is it my guitar? I don't know if it's the cable because I'm seeing signal here, but we'll know in a minute. Let's do it this way. Sorry about that. We'll just cut all that out. See what you got now. I'll try your guitar, Bob. It's I'll just set it down. I'm going to unplug. This one's prettier. Okay, I'm going to pull again.
Oh, wait a minute, Paul, did you have it muted still? Yes. He has you muted still, but Paul suggested if you want to put your pedal board back up, so you can do that.
I'm just going to go with this. Try that chord. Keep in mind, this guitar doesn't know any of these songs. Well, I woke up this morning and my teardrops fell like rain. Split the light like a diamond in the sun. Close my eyes and my heart, it aches for you. Baby, it's true, I'd worry about the days that are to come. There's a red bird at the window, bluebird in a tree. The morning dove just sings a lonesome song. If I had wings, I'd quit this place or just go flying free. Baby, I'd leave, I'd leave, I'd leave. I'd leave this worried land or just be done. I'd fly away, fly away. Come on, baby, let's fly away. Lordy, trouble's at the back door. Knocking hard and loud, screen door nearly torn in two. Trouble could just reach inside and unlatch the hook. Tell me, baby, now, honeybee, what's a poor boy gonna do? I fly away, fly away. Come on, baby, let's fly away. Come on, sit down here beside me. You could cry, cry, cry. Ain't no shame in anything we done. This is gonna pass, mom, by and by and by. By and by, love, by and by. These songs of sorrow will not salt your tongue, no. Songs of sorrow will not salt your tongue. Go steaming in, storm clouds bring the rain, leaving pools and puddles on the ground. Oh, they might reflect the moon and they might reflect the stars. Lord, everything I see here is all turned upside down. I fly away, fly away. Come on, baby, let's fly away. Thank you. Wow, what a great guitar. You can have mine. midnight branches, budding leaves. Orion flies above the trees. He just cartwheels through the sky, this old ancient samurai. Diamond jewels upon his belt, a starry blade of charcoal felt. Won't be seeing him again till we meet up at the end of one good summer. One good summer. One good summer. All the ponies gather round. Well, this old mare, she's winding down. The fillies and the foals touch her gently, they go nose to nose. They nuzzle close as if to say, well, everything will be okay. It's a watercolor dream. Standing still, they fill the scene of one good summer. One good summer. One good summer. We set our dallied ropes with words, throw our loops in practice curves. The campfire's burning strong, all the good folks sing along. Whoopee-tie-I-oh, my love, there's a silver moon above. Whoopee-tie-I, my friend, the cottonwood comes drifting in on the wind with a kindness on the breeze. And as we write our histories, our fortunes might soon change. Thoughts of hope still remain of one good summer. One good summer. One good summer. Yodelay, yodelo, yodelay, yo, yodelay, yodelay, yodelo, yodelay. Just one good summer. One good summer. One good summer. Dusty. Dusty wore his mustache long and turned-up cowboy hat. If Remington had met him, he'd be canvas, just like that. They say he killed a man in Deadwood. Some said it were 3. Dusty was everything a trail hand should never be. He didn't have a dollar or a watch inside his pocket. Had a picture of a girl inside his silver locket. He loved his big red horse, but the thing most dear to him was tethered in his saddlebag. A Gibson mandolin. Bobby Bailey made his mark upon the boss man's page. Not quite 17 when he learned about the ways to set a saddle tall, and how the longhorn brands were drawn to ride with good companions and move the herd along. At 18, he'd a painted horse and a Navajo blanket coat. At 19, in a card game, he won a 6-gun Colt. You know, he spin it on his finger and he'd cock it with his thumb. Shot up every boat archery from here to Kingdom Come. That young blood Bobby Bailey was a good hand on the trail. From Dallas up to Dodge, he'd work the hard and never failed. He used to tease old Dusty by the campfire when he'd sing, "There's not a man that knew it didn't mean a thing." It was I, he would sing a wordless song. It's I, and the stars that spin along. Is I, to the clouds and the wind, to the midnight herd he'd play on a Gibson mandolin. Now, the northers come in winter, twisters come in spring, but the storms that run through summer are a scary goddamn thing. They come upon you sudden, like an arrow from a brave, and if you can't get under cover, they will lay you in your grave. You know, the two were riding night shift and the herd had settled down when they hear a distant thunder and a rumble shakes the ground, and everything starts to moving like a dam had just caved in. Dusty lost his hat to a blast of screaming wind. He would sing a wordless song. It's I, and the clouds that spin along. Is I to the stars and the wind, to the midnight herd he'd play on a Gibson mandolin. Now there's a sudden flash of lightning. He sees Bobby's horse go down, and there are dangers of full gallop through a prairie dog town, and Bobby's legs are pinned beneath, and the stampede coming on, and the race for life is on. He's got one chance in a million if he could lay that big red down. On top the broken paint, maybe the herd would split around. A barricade of flesh against that raging devil's dance. Dusty did not stop to think. Dusty took the only chance. He would sing a wordless song. Is I, and the stars that spin along. Is I to the clouds and the wind, to the midnight herd he'd play on a Gibson mandolin. Dusty's reaching for his rifle, but his fingers can't hold on. Big Red jumps a ditch and the Winchester is just gone. He's closing on the fallen reins, jerk hard across the neck, and the big horse twists down like a bag of wet cement. And it's a barricade of flesh against that raging devil's run. Dusty claws at Bobby's holster for that silver-handled gun. He looks up through the rain and shouts, "Please God, thank you, Red." Point blank as lightning flares, he shoots a stallion in the head. He would sing a wordless song. His eye in the clouds, it's spin along. His eye to the stars and the wind, to the midnight herd he'd play on a Gibson mandolin. Now hell is broken loose. It's a red-eyed howling beast. The stampede breaks around the mound, its fury full released. Two men huddle in that place. The sacrifice provides and the cattle keep on coming. Spit and thunder, horns and hides. Then it's finally over. Bobby's too afraid to move. Dusty pokes his head to see the last steer jump and kick his hoof. The doggy clears the horses, runs away without a sound. But that last kick caught poor Dusty, and Dusty just goes down. They found all four the next day. Only Bobby made it through. Little mark on Dusty's brow where the devil got his due. They buried him on the prairie with the horses next to him. They left the gun, but Bobby took the Gibson mandolin. I would sing a wordless song. There's high in the clouds that spin along. High to the stars and the wind, to the midnight herd he'd play on a Gibson mandolin. Do I have time for one more? Yeah. Okay, good. That was my thought, too. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks, Bob, for the guitar. You get a plaque, you get my guitar, and I'll keep this one. I'll be up in the back selling CDs. Thanks to the sound guys who are presented with constant challenges. They were here before all of us, and they'll be here when we leave. Give them a hand. Here we go. where the Copper River braids her way to the delta, and the flats beside glacier blue and verdant slopes, mountains raise their backs. $1 million bridge sprawls a span across the road. You can spend the day in the silt and spray, take the Copper River float. Where the rainbows hide inside the clouds, eagles swoop real low, and a salmon make the spawning run, friends, that's the time to go. Seals lazing on the beach cast a curious eye at a float trip on a river now, and you go bobbing by. I want to spend my days on the river. I want to spend my nights out there too. I want to spend my days on the river. You can come along if you choose. There are no straight lines to draw your eyes, or there is no hand of man. Share in peace the fold and the crease that forms and it shapes our land. This is all God's land, it's all God's land. Draw your eyes, oh, there is no end of man. Share in peace the fold and the crease, it forms and it shapes our land. This is all God's land, all God's land. streamline in your heart, follow it with your eyes. Feel the rhythm ebb and flow where the raft tubes fall and rise. You take the paddle in your hand or watch the boatman row, bobbing down the river, oh, that copper river floats. I want to spend my days on the river. I want to spend my nights out there too. I want to spend my days on the river. You can come along if you choose. If you choose now. Thank you, friends. God bless you. See you downriver. I have CDs up there. Thank you.